5 years from right now, you will either be in the exact same financial position you're in today, or you will have fundamentally changed your life. Not slightly better. Not a little more saved up. I mean, different house, different freedom, different options. The kind of change where you wake up on a Monday morning and you actually have a choice about what happens next. Here's what most people don't realize. 5 years is not a long time, but it is long enough if you know exactly what to do in exactly the right order. The problem? Almost nobody does. And the people selling you courses and shortcuts and passive income in 30 days are banking on that confusion. So today, no fluff, no hype. We're going to lay out the honest, step-by-step plan to genuinely build wealth in 5 years. Real numbers, real step. Let's get into it. Here's the situation most people are actually in right now. You're earning money, maybe decent money, but at the end of each month, somehow, there's not much left. You're not broke, but you're not building anything either. You've got some savings, but no real plan. You're vaguely aware that you should be investing, but the whole thing feels complicated and a little scary. And honestly, there's always something more urgent to deal with. Sound familiar? This is where the majority of people in their 20s, 30s, and early 40s are sitting right now, while 5, 10, 15 years quietly disappear. Here's the hard truth. If you are not actively building wealth, you are actively falling behind. Inflation is running, housing costs are rising, and the people who started 5 years ago? They are now sitting on portfolios and assets that are compounding automatically every single day while they sleep. The gap between someone who started a focused 5-year wealth plan in 2021 and someone who didn't? That gap is now real. It is visible, and it is getting wider. But here's what this video is about. You can start right now. And 5 years from today, May 2031, the version of you looking back will either thank you for this moment or wish they had found it sooner. Let's make sure it's the first one. Here's exactly what we're covering today, in 5 steps in the order they need to happen. Step 1, you need to know where you actually stand. Most people skip this and it costs them everything. Step 2, kill the wealth destroyers. Step 3, build the investment engine. This is where compound interest starts working for you instead of against you. Step 4, unlock income acceleration. This is the step most finance channels skip. Cutting costs alone will not make you wealthy. You need your income growing too. Step 5, stack passive income streams. This is the part that makes wealth feel like freedom. These 5 steps work. They are not glamorous. They are not a shortcut. But done in this order, over 5 focused years, they change everything. Step 1, get an honest financial snapshot. You can't fix what you can't see. You cannot build wealth on a foundation you don't understand. So before anything else, you need a number. Your actual net worth, right now, today. Net worth is simple. Everything you own minus everything you owe. Add up your savings, your investments, any equity in property. Then subtract your debts, credit cards, student loans, car payments, anything. For most people in their 20s and 30s, that number is lower than they'd like. It might even be negative. That's okay. That number isn't a judgment, it's a starting line. The goal is to track this number every single month for the next 60 months. Why? Because watching your net worth climb, even slowly, is the most powerful motivator in personal finance. It makes the whole process feel real. It makes the sacrifice feel worth it. Take 30 minutes today. Write the number down. That is your day 1. Our step 2, kill the wealth destroyers. These 2 things are why most people never get ahead. There are 2 things that silently destroy more wealth than anything else, and most people are living with both of them right now. The first one, high interest debt. If you are carrying credit card debt at 20%, 24%, 28% interest, that is not a minor inconvenience. That is a financial emergency. Because here's the math. The S&P 500 has averaged about 10% annually over the last 100 years. Your credit card is charging you 2 to 3 times that rate. Every dollar sitting in high-interest debt is actively destroying your ability to build wealth. It is mathematically impossible to outinvest debt that expensive. The strategy: use the debt avalanche method. List every debt you have. Order them from highest interest rate to lowest. Throw every extra dollar at the top one while paying minimums on the rest. When it's gone, roll that payment into the next one. This method saves the most money in interest and clears debt the fastest. A side gig earning just an extra $400 to $600 per month, applied entirely to debt, can eliminate a $10,000 balance years ahead of schedule. More on income in a moment. The second wealth destroyer: a savings rate below 20%. If you are saving less than 20% of your take-home income, wealth building is going to be painfully slow. The 50-30-20 rule is your baseline. 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% to wants, 20% directly to savings and investments, no exceptions. Automate it so it happens before you can spend it. Kill these two things first. Everything else gets dramatically easier once they're gone. Step 3. Build the investment engine. This is where quiet millionaires are made. Once your high-interest debt is cleared and you've got a savings rate above 20%, now you invest. And you invest consistently, every single month, without stopping. Here is the vehicle: low-cost S&P 500 index funds. That's it. Not individual stocks, not crypto bets, not whatever's trending this week. The 500 largest companies in America, held in a single fund with an expense ratio of 0.02% or less. Schwab offers it with no minimum investment. Fidelity offers a zero-fee version. These are accessible to anyone. Now let's talk real numbers, because this is where the 5-year plan gets exciting. If you invest $500 per month into an S&P 500 index fund starting today, at the historical 10% average annual return, after 5 years, you'll have accumulated around $38,000. If you can push that to $1,000 per month, after 5 years, approximately $77,000. And if you've paid off debt and freed up $1,500 per month to invest, you're looking at around $115,000 in 5 years. None of that requires a 6-figure salary. It requires consistency. It requires automation. And it requires not touching it, especially when the market gets choppy and every headline is screaming that the world is ending. Here's the rule: time in the market beats timing the market. Every single time. Studies show that the average investor earns just 2.9% annually because they panic sell in downturns. People who simply hold their index funds through the turbulence earn the full 10%. That behavioral gap, 2.9% versus 10%, is the difference between a comfortable retirement and a miserable one. Also, max out your tax-advantaged accounts first. In 2026, you can contribute up to $7,000 per year to a Roth IRA. That money grows completely tax-free. If your employer offers a 401k match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. That is free money. There is no better guaranteed return anywhere on earth than a 100% employer match. Our step 4, accelerate your income. Cutting costs has a ceiling. Income doesn't. Here is where most personal finance advice falls flat. It tells you to cut lattes and cancel subscriptions. $5 a day helps, but it won't change your life. What changes your life is earning more. In 2026, upskilling has never been more accessible or more valuable. AI and tech roles are paying 20 to 50% more than equivalent roles from just a few years ago. Data analysis, machine learning, even just being proficient with AI tools. Free certifications on Google, Coursera, and LinkedIn Learning can legitimately move your salary. On top of that, side income is real. A side gig earning an extra $500 to $1,000 per month doesn't just pay for itself. It dramatically accelerates everything else. You take home $40,000 a year after tax and spend $30,000. You've got $10,000 a year to save. Now add just $6,000 a year in side income, $500 a month, and keep your expenses the same. Your income went up 15%, but your savings rate? It just jumped 60%, from $10,000 a year to $16,000. That is not a small difference over 5 years. That is life-changing. Freelancing, digital products, consulting in your area of expertise, remote tutoring, content creation. In 2026, the platforms and tools to monetize skills exist at a scale that didn't exist 5 years ago. The only thing stopping most people is starting. And step 5, stack passive income streams. This is what wealth actually feels like. By year 3 or 4 of your 5-year plan, if you've followed the steps, something shifts. Your investments start producing income on their own. And that's when you begin building what actually makes wealth feel like freedom, passive income. Dividend-paying index funds and ETFs will begin distributing income automatically. Income you can reinvest or eventually live on. REITs, real estate investment trusts, let you invest in real estate without buying a property, and many pay out regular dividends. High-yield savings accounts at 4% still make sense for your emergency fund and short-term cash. Some in index funds compounding. Some in dividend payers producing income. Some liquid and safe. When your passive income covers even 25% of your monthly expenses, you have optionality. You have breathing room. You have started the transition from trading time for money to money making money. That is what wealth actually feels like. Not a number in an account, the ability to make choices that most people can't. So let's bring this together. 5 steps, 5 years. Step 1, get your honest financial snapshot today. Write the number down. Step 2, destroy high-interest debt aggressively. It is your number 1 priority. Step 3, build your investment engine. Index funds, automated, every month, no stopping. Step 4, accelerate your income. Don't just cut costs, earn more. Step 5, stack passive income streams as your investments grow. That's the plan. Not complicated, but it works. And it has worked for every generation of ordinary people who got serious, stayed consistent, and trusted the process. 5 years goes fast. The question is what you do with them. If this video gave you clarity, hit that subscribe button right now. Every week on this channel, we break down real money decisions with real numbers. No filler, no hype, just the stuff that actually moves the needle. And next week, we're going deep on something that fits perfectly with this plan. Roth IRA versus 401k. Which one puts more money in your pocket? Because once you're investing consistently, where you put that money matters almost as much as how much you put in. See you there.